Hi guys, welcome to another beautiful episode of Jumoke Salami show. And Ramadan Kareem guys, I hope you're enjoying this beautiful month. I hope you're getting all the benefits of this beautiful month, and I pray that we get all our prayers answered, inshallah, bikudratillah. Thank you guys. And you know my glam team, follow them up on Instagram. It's showing on your screen. And let me tell you guys quickly, if you want your product or your brand to be advertised, you can contact me on my Instagram page and we'll talk about it and know how to place your products on our show. So that is that. On today's show, we'll be talking about bullying in school. You know, it's a sad thing that we have bullying, or we have bullies around adults, among adults. But it saddens my heart when we know that we can go to our schools and we'll see children, being bullied or having bullies in school. We're not going to neglect the fact that this act starts even from young age. So this is the best time to curb this act among these little children. So sometimes ago, I saw in a group the message a parent sent to a school on a child being bullied. So I'm going to read it to you, and at the end of this episode, I would want us to say it. If you are in this woman's shoe, what would you do to the school? What would you do to the child? What would you do to your own child? Or what is that thing you think she should do in this situation? So she was complaining about the fact that a certain child has been bullying her daughter for a long time. So we're not going to mention the names. We're just going to give them an imaginary name. So you just listen attentively while I read out the scenario to you. So it says, "Greetings. My daughter Ada in Basic 3 has consistently suffered bullying from a child called Chinedu for several years. This said child has laid his hands on my daughter severally, inflicting pains on my child. The other time, he pinned my daughter to the wall, holding her neck firmly and repeatedly hitting her chest. I visited the school property, demanding to have a meeting with his parents, and the child should be removed away from my daughter's class. A certain teacher in the school stopped me from meeting his parents and assured me the matter will be handled. As the child is a terror," okay, it was mentioned that the child is a terror both to the teachers and students. "Today, being 15th November 2022, this same child slapped my daughter on the cheek yesterday and today. Is it until the child inflicts an irreversible injury on my child before the school authority will handle this? I demand to have a meeting with the school authority and the parents of this child. I will not be silent on this matter anymore." Now, the funny thing is that after this message was sent, another parent who happens to be in this child's school keyed into this message and said, "This same child sometimes last year asked my daughter, name withheld, in Basic 3 to pull her dress and her pants. Thank God my daughter is outspoken. She refused and told me about it. I complained to the school authority and a certain teacher tried to calm me down. I have been getting several reports from my daughter about this boy. I'm not surprised this is coming up again. I asked the school to meet with the parents of this boy, but they refused. Now this is my question. Why is everybody, including the teachers, afraid of this boy? Is it bigger than the school, or is there more to this?" Full stop. Now when I saw this, and I was like, this is not secondary school, it's primary school, and this is going on. What would you do if you're the parents? that this thing is happening to? What kind of advice would you give to such parents that are going through this? Now, as an individual, and especially as a mother who is a mother to a daughter and a son, I would be so disheartening if anyone bullies my child or I get to hear anything of such from their school. You know, it's crazy that we have kids who do not even care how much they inflict so much pain on their fellow classmates or their fellow pupils. So I feel that most of these things these children do, I believe it's not only from school. It is from parents. It is from the house. It's from where they are coming from. And there's something we call picture memory. That's what the kids have nowadays. It's been like that anyways. They get to whatever they see. If you notice in their school, they teach them more at their young age with pictures, with videos, so with colors, so it can stick. Picture memory. So it is what these children see at home. That is what they begin to exhibit when they get to school. Are you the kind of parents that you're so mean to your domestic staffs? You do not care. You let them see the barrier that these are the owners of the house and these ones are just slaves, or these ones are here to work. Are you that kind of a person? Once your child sees such attitude, they bring it back to school to exhibit among innocent children. What kind of a parent are you? The thing is that we blame the school. I wait for your response. I'm waiting. I'm holding on to hear from you. But one thing I want us to know is that, you see, in the school, the teachers cannot be everywhere. They cannot be in the bathroom with the kids. They cannot be in the hallway with the kids. They cannot be in the toilet with the kids. They cannot be everywhere with the kids. So as much we as parents cannot be with them once they leave the house. But whatever we teach them, whatever discipline we give to them is the one that is going to take them wherever they're going to go. And there's this beautiful passage in the Holy Book that says, train your child in the way of the Lord. And when he or she grows up, he will not depart from it. How are you training them? What kind of legacy, what kind of attitude are you allowing your kids to see from you? How do you behave around people? When people that they can't do anything for you. Actually, there are people that can't do anything for you. Like, that there's practically nothing you would want that you get from this person. How do you treat those people that you don't have anything to gain from? Do you only place people you can get something from very high and you trash every other person? That is the way your child is going to go back to school and exhibit around children. So who are you? What kind of a parent are you? Now, I'm thinking, or I've been cracking my head, what could be solutions to this? We'll be talking about bullying today, bullying tomorrow, seeing crazy content about bullying in school on social media. But what do you think can curb this act? Now, some people are saying, should they kick the children or the bully out of school? What do you think about that? I feel if you kick the bully out of school, does it stop anything? Yes, you kick the bully out of school. They are going to accept that same child in another school, and it keeps going round and round. Do you think kicking a bully out of school is the best solution? Now, some other people are saying you suspend the child. Okay, maybe give the child 2 weeks suspension and let them get off school. Maybe they do that. Do you think also that is a best solution? Suspending a bully from school, is that the best thing to do? I want to hear from you after this episode. Now, some other people are saying, okay, now let's do it this way. If a child bullies another child in school, maybe the parents should pay. Maybe for as much as your child bully you is as much as you're going to pay fine. Maybe if you as the parent, you're asked to pay so much money, you'll be able to know, okay, I can't be wasting my resources in school with this. Okay, maybe it's time for me to sit down and talk to this child and say, okay, no, I'm not going to pay any dime thing. If you are being bullied, that's the end of you. Maybe we'll just send you to village to go and join or do something. People are thinking, if you are being paid, or if you are asked to pay every time your child is being reported in school that, okay, so and so, please, we need you in school. Your child just bullied a certain child and you're so expected to pay a certain amount of money. Do you guys think that is a good solution, or that's an actual solution. So another one, do you think these children are supposed to be taken in for therapy? Like, do you feel they need counseling, people to talk to? Do you feel therapy is a lasting solution to curbing bullying in kids, especially in our schools? What do you think? I would love to know. In all, I feel as a parent, we have a whole lot to do. We have a whole lot to do, because I will always say the teachers are there to teach them their subjects, be it mathematics, English. They might not be, except the ones who love. You know, we have different type of teachers. The ones that they do it as a means to an end, they just need the money, not like they have the passion. And we have teachers who have the passion, who have the time to see a child through any phase of the child's life. Those are the kind of teachers we have now. So now, before you can see those type of teachers who love their profession, who loves their job, to see a child through everything aside from the school subjects, it's going to be hard. We have few of them now. So you are expected to do your duty. You're expected to do your role. And you know, every first-hand knowledge a child gets is from you parents. So you are still the number one teacher your children are going to look up to. And another thing is that I want to believe every school has CCTV. But one habit we have mostly in Nigeria is that we have CCTV, but we have nobody to monitor the CCTV. You go into supermarkets, you just see CCTV, you'll be looking at yourself, yourself will be looking at you. Nobody is monitoring you. You hardly see people monitor CCTV. Now bringing it back to schools. I've seen schools that have CCTV, but do you monitor them? Do you watch this CCTV? Do you place it at the right places? Do you see things that you might not be able to see all the time? So I heard about a boy, an 8-year-old boy who lost his life in school. Actually, the boy committed suicide, and that's because prior to that time he did that, he has been bullied severally in school. So now the CCTV captured every time this boy was assaulted in school, but there was no one watching this CCTV. This video was later seen weeks after this boy committed suicide. This is an 8-year-old boy. The video captured when some puppies were beating him, kicking him, and he was conscious on the floor for almost 5 minutes. So if you have CCTV in your school, do you just have it for fancy sake, or for you to be able to show it to parents that you see your children are secured, we have CCTV? Are you monitoring it? When last have you gone through it? Do you have somebody watching it all the time? These are the measures I believe the school should also put in place to keep our children safe. We're not going to be paying so much to have our kids be in school for a few hours, and you're going to send a dead body home to us, or a sick child, or a broken child. So please, as we have our jobs to do as parents, it is expected that the school also look into it. I understand you say you have policies, every child is important, even the life of a bully is important. But please, before you say that, what are the things you've done? You don't just tell a parent even the life of a bully is important when he or she has a child that is in a mess. What are the measures you're putting in place to keep the children safe? What are the programs you have for children? What are the pet shows you have for kids to listen? Who are the people you're bringing in for these children to talk to them and let them know that there is nothing good in being a bully? Who are the people you allow these kids to talk to? What kind of programs? Is it just school? In schools now we have lots of programs. We have the Brownie, we have the Boy Scouts, we have all of that. But do we have shows? Do we have time? We take out time for these kids, bring in people, bring in professionals in their field to talk to them. People who have gone through this, and people who have gone through bullying and are still striving hard. People who are still being bullied and how they are handling it. So please, and now we need to instill self-confidence in our children. And now we need to instill self-worth in our kids. Just like the other lady said, this same boy bullied her daughter. But the beautiful thing is that the daughter is outspoken. It takes a whole lot for a child to be outspoken. Are you the type that when your children wants to talk to you, you are so busy, you don't want to listen to them, you shut them up at every slightest thing? You don't want to hear them because you're busy, you don't want to hear them because you don't have time, you don't want to hear them because you're tired from today's work? Are you that type? If you're that kind of a person, even if your child is naturally outspoken, you know, there are some children that are gifts from God that you don't have to do so much for them to work at the right path. Even if you have a child who is naturally outspoken, all these attributes is enough to kill such confidence from a child. So are you that kind of a parent that do not have the time to listen to your children? That woman said the boy told her daughter to pull her pants, but she's smart enough to refuse and report back at home. There are some kids that will swallow themselves so much in fear that they will do so because they believe if they tell you mom and dad are home, you wouldn't even believe them. Talk more of listening to them. That is you losing your child even before they start their life. So dear ma, dear sir, we need to make money, yes, I know. We need to live life. We need to give these children beautiful life, yes, I know. But let us not miss out important parts in these children's life, because someday we are going to be memories to these children. When we are long gone, what is that value? What is that thing they will hold there? Aside from the fact that my mom and dad always provided for me. Whatever I need to buy, they give it to me. What is that thing that a child will say that when I was much younger, there is nothing my mom won't say to me. My mom would tell me I can do it. My mom would say, yes, I am beautiful. My mom would say, no, nobody should bring you down. What are those things? What are those words of affirmation that you tell to your kids, that say to yourself that I am beautiful, I am bold, I am big, I can be somebody. Nobody can, I can do it. Those kids need words of affirmation. Even to the ones that bully. Are you the type that you don't have time for them? They are being brought up by domestic staffs. They don't have values because they don't have you in their life. You're just like a figurehead. And now you don't even know that your child is a bully in school. Your child is tormenting people in school because you don't have the time. Or you feel when they do it, you can pay your way through. Think again, because every seed you sow, you will reap in 1,000 folds. So please, guys, for all the suggestion people gave to me about what can call bullying, be it paying, parents paying for every time their child bullying, kicking the child out of school, suspending a child, going for therapy, I want you to give us decisions. I want you to give us solutions, actual solutions that can help us as parents to curb these dirty acts among our children. For one, I do not think I would be stable if my child ever comes back home to tell me he or she is being bullied in school. So I would always want to I would always want to tell them that these are the things that you shouldn't do. And these are the things you shouldn't even accept anybody do to you. So be that listening ear to your kids. Do not allow any other person help you train your child, because actually no one is going to do it better than you can. So please, I need your comments. I need your advice for these people. I need your advice on what you would do if you are in their shoe. I need your advice generally on bullying and how to curb them among our beautiful ones. Thank you guys so much for always supporting my show. Thank you for always subscribing. Thank you for always liking and sharing. God bless you. God bless you. And I love you so much. And please do not forget, it's still the month of Ramadan. If you have anything you want to give out to people and you want us, Jumoke Salami show, to take it out to the society for you, to the community for you, to these people who are less privileged, we will do that for you and we'll share it. And I pray for every seed you sow, you will reap in 1,000 folds. Thank you so much for always loving me and for always accepting my show the way it is. Remember, it is my show and it is your show also. Thank you guys. Till I see you next time. I remain your beautiful host, Adofe Omolobo Mogumaja. Maja Meji Wewe. Ara Diajagbon, Achagbon Giyopo. Ara Alambe, Omo Ashire Welua. Omo Nubigi Ogbemilo. Omo Pantilo Shenlaja. Odagiduro Morogo. Omo Shakiti. When. Thank you guys. I love you.